The Jets score 17 against world-beating, undefeated Vikings in London. They turned the ball over 3 times. Aaron Rodgers hit 11 times. I love this man. I cannot watch this man crawling, barely getting up, Luke.
I tell you what, I think it says a lot about that Vikings defense. We've talked about it on the show.
Flow.
When you play in that environment against this pressure, against Brian Flores and that defense, life just gets really hard. And Aaron doesn't have a lack of dudes to get the ball to, but they threw the ball over 50 times again. Brees Hall had 9 carries. It gets hard to drop back against that defense with those guys on the perimeter. And the Vikings had some very timely calls. That pick by Van Ginkel was just a great play call. It looks like zero. He drops out. Aaron puts it right on his chest. He scores. And then the interception by Stephon Gilmore at the end of the game is, I think it's a fantastic play. He's playing, hey, Aaron Rodgers has always been historically a back shoulder guy. I'm going to put my chest on the receiver instead of turning away from him, putting my back to him. And that ball gets thrown. And he's able to make a great play on the football. They just are so good on defense this year.
Wow. Incredible insights by future Hall of Famer Luke Kuechly. As a fan, that was a fantastic play to win us the game. And to learn how it played out like that makes me say to doubters, don't mistake it for luck. Instead, call it a crafty veteran making a play. I like to think that it's crucial experience that will be the difference the rest of the season and in the playoffs. I'll leave you with the rest of this segment because Luke makes a great point about last week's game.
I like what you're saying because I think it's important that I think a lot of producers on a lot of shows this morning are crafting segments, questions about the Jets. And what you're saying, which I find so incredible and refreshing, or seem to be saying, is that this win was much more about the Vikings than it is about the Jets.
Well, it shows, the storyline for the start of the season is Sam Darnold's lighting it up, blah, blah, blah. And then yesterday, he plays against a good defense. He doesn't have his best game. The defense for the Vikings steps up, and they can still find ways to win. So they can win going away when Sam's plays great, and then they can also win dirty games. And I think that's just the mark of a good football team. And I think a lot of credit needs to go to Kevin O'Connell, Sam Darnold, and Brian Flores for the job that they've done this year.